Welcome to What the F***. We're like the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. If by Beverly Hills you mean East Palo Alto Trailer Park. Let's get a preview of tonight's show from Timothy Walton in the legal department. Timothy, what have we got?
Jim, this evening's episode of What the F*** will determine whether attractive people really are attractive, how much women desire romance, how much men desire bossiness, and how the panelists will take the bad news that they are chronically incorrect.
Ooh, thanks a lot, Timothy. We'll see you at the end of the show. We've got the ugliest panel ever, is what I would say if I was Barbara Walters and Liz Hasselbeck was on vacation. But let's meet our much better looking panel. In the far chair, she's so hot she takes Tabasco sauce just to cool down. It's Marcom specialist Teresa Condon. In the middle chair, she's nurse and member of the comedy troupe The Suburban Squirrels. It's Frankie J. She's so sharp, blades refuse to cut her out of professional courtesy. In between them, she's cuter than a panda bear devouring a tiger cub. How's that for your World Series reference? It's library worker Jenna Christ. Finally, sitting next to me, it's international woman of intrigue Cynthia Gregory. She's so sweet, mosquitoes take insulin shots after biting her. Issue number 1. Will bad news leave you more perplexed if your chromosomes are XX? University of Montreal researchers report in the Journal of PLOS Online, or 1, that women react to bad news with more stress than men and remember negative headlines better than their male counterparts. Their research showed that neither men nor women were physically stressed out by reading bad news, but when later performing a stressful task, women who had read the negative news saw their cortisol levels increase much more than women who had read more neutral news. In men, cortisol levels were unaffected by their previous news reading. For further reaction, we turn to the Wisman Middle School Girls Science Club. Ladies, your comments?
And they all had front row seats in the mosh pit.
Boy, they're not going to be real. They're not going to be happy when I tell them there's no junior prom. Oh.
Yeah. Budget cuts, boy, I'm telling you.
I know,
killing
they
us.
suck. Hey, Teresa, you buying this? Women take bad news worse than men?
Not at all. I, for one, in my personal relationship, I am very calm, rational, logical person, and my boyfriend's the very over-emotional one. So no, I don't believe this at all.
So he'll vouch for
All
you.
women might say this. Well, yes, he would because I tell him to.
Oh, is that it? Oh, okay. He'll vouch.
Yeah.
Will he vouch for this when you're not around?
I don't know.
Or is that
I
like
don't know,
a tree
actually.
falling
I
in
think,
the forest when no one's around to hear it type of thing?
Yeah, I think it's one of those situations. Yeah.
Okay. So you're not buying this at all?
No.
All right. Is there and the reason why is other than your own personal experience?
Well,
because your personal experience does not necessarily translate to everyone else, right?
True. I just think women tend to get a bad rap because we're such like natural caretakers. We're always worried about so many different things. It's not that we're necessarily overreacting to when we do overreact. It's not that we're overreacting to this one small thing that doesn't seem to be worth all the crying and screaming. It's just there's so much going on in our minds. We're thinking such important things versus men are typically not thinking much at all. So
Really?
when something goes wrong, they don't care that much.
So you know what men are thinking?
Usually when I ask men what are they thinking? Oh, what are you thinking? Penny for your thoughts. Nothing and a blank stare is my answer. So
Okay.
pretty sure men are usually thinking anything.
I'll just
Is
keep
the blank stare directed?
No, it's actually not. It's usually aimed like somewhere off in the distance, and it's like
another woman.
nothing.
Another chest.
Teresa will let you think that men aren't thinking anything when they say they're not thinking about anything.
Okay.
But, Frankie, buying this? Or
Well,
not? You're a nurse. You get bad news all the time, right?
I do.
Right.
I read it day in and day out. Yeah.
So you buying this or not?
No.
You're done. No.
No, I'm not buying this. My husband's really sensitive, and yeah, bad news. It affects him, and it shows, on his physical face. The sad demeanor, shoulders that get hunched and everything. So no,
No, but that's just bad news for him, not for you. That's what you give it, right? You're saying that's too small.
I would never say that to him.
Okay.
To his face.
To his face. On TV. Okay. So you're not buying this at all.
No.
Okay.
I think we're paired equally, so that.
Okay, but women in general, not just you, right?
Right.
Okay. Do you agree or disagree? Women in general.
No,
Okay.
I think men have emotions just as much as we do, but they've been socially taught to mask it, I guess.
You mean, and also to master their cortisol levels?
Yeah.
Okay. Because we can do that, right?
Yeah, because they've maybe they've been spitting a lot before.
Is that the same thing that allows men to control their erections too? Right?
I'm not sure, but
It's that same thing. I control my cortisol levels. I can control my arousal, right?
it might be a different hormone. I'm not sure about that.
Jenna, you buying? Jenna, buying?
Men biofeedback. Well, it's hard to talk about in general, but in specific, yes, I find that I'm much more emo.
Okay.
than my relationship counterpart.
Okay.
And things stick with me for a long time. Sometimes they re-emerge after I think I'm over them and still upset. So, yes, I don't know if it's a biological thing or, as you were alluding to, a cultural thing where boys are conditioned to
Better memory.
push down their emotions, and women are encouraged to be caretakers and, think about their emotions and other people's emotions. But I certainly find it to be the case with myself that, yes, stuff sticks with me.
All right, Cynthia, what's your take on this? International Women of Intrigue.
Well, I have to agree with Teresa that I don't think men think. Actually, I think that it kind of goes right out of them, and the reason why women have a reaction is because we're actually thinking of the consequences. We have an ability to actually synthesize the information we're receiving, where men, they just kind of go, meh, it's not about sex and it's not about eating. I don't think I have anything to deal with this.
So you kind of agree with this, but for a different reason.
Yes, exactly. My own personal experience tends to support my own hypothesis.
What'd you say again?
Exactly.
Oh, I forgot. We're out of time for this segment. Issue number 2. Are men insane to welcome the ball and chain? And are men fixed for the dominatrix? Daily Mail columnist Cosmo Landisman has concluded that men secretly desire bossy women. Says Mr. Landisman, quote, bossy women instinctively understand that the first rule of a successful relationship is to never ask a man what he thinks. And they're right. Men don't think about color schemes for the living room, bathroom taps, linen, types of stoves, children's education, pension schemes, their clothes, or where they go on holiday. Bossy women liberate men from the boring bits of life, unquote. Or, you actually told them what to say, right? You both told them what to say, anyway. For rebuttal, we turn to the two macho Russian dudes, MRDs. Your comments?
Денис, да. Камеры идут.
Тихо!
И... Начали! Я понял, ну что-то...
Тихо.
Там Виталик-то жив?
That was just instinct.
Yeah. Russians, rednecks of Europe. But you notice there was a woman's voice telling him to drop the hand grenade.
Yeah.
So. Any real man would have set the timer a little bit longer. All right.
He thought it was a depth charge, but it was only a redneck.
There you go. Frankie.
Yes.
You're married. You buying this?
I forget what we were talking about.
Men
See
secretly
what
want
happens
bossy women. Men secretly desire a bossy woman.
Not any
you?
of the guys that I know. They don't secretly desire to be bossed around by a woman.
So you don't tell your husband what to wear?
Are you? No.
You don't tell him what to eat? You don't tell him what to watch on TV?
No.
Okay.
But we do have 5 TVs in our house, so I don't have to bother.
There you go. All right. So you're not buying this at all?
Well, occasionally I will suggest wearing apparel that, may not be appropriate, but it's a suggestion.
You
And it's-
suggest that he wears inappropriate clothing?
No. Is that what I said?
I thought
can't
you said.
I come on here so intelligent and I leave
I
like
think the
such
truth is
a
coming
dope.
out.
Anyway.
Killing more brain cells than alcohol. is what the show does.
No. No, it's aging synapses that aren't coming together anymore.
Okay. So, all right. Hey, Jenna. Agree or disagree? Men secretly want bossy women.
I disagree. I think that this guy is taking his own personal preference, which is completely valid, and then generalizing to everyone. He's just saying, I really like bossy women, and so all guys do. I mean, yes, the grand scheme of things, some people prefer certain behaviors in their significant others and some don't.
There are exceptions to every rule, correct?
Exactly.
But how about the broader proposition? More men than not prefer a bossy woman.
I do not agree with that. I think that most guys I know get pissed off when someone's telling them what to do and taking away their autonomy or trying to.
Much to your chagrin, right?
Me and my spouse know that when something is important to us, we convey it and then kind of let it ride the rest of the time.
Okay. So yours is more of a co-equal.
Correct.
Okay. Cynthia?
So first of all, this is a Brit, I will point out, not a red-blooded, cheeseburger-eating, Chevy-driving American man. There is no way that this applies to Americans. None. Well, except for maybe a small, very 0.001% of the population.
You mean the ones that live in New York?
Yeah, exactly. And the ones that probably want to really be infantilized, you know, the diaper-wearing kind of, would you feed me kind of guys. But that's just a small percentage.
You mean like European men?
Well, I was going to say, the Brits, come on.
Well, speaking of European men, Teresa, I thought you went well with a European guy, right? Isn't your boyfriend European?
The last one was.
Oh, okay. What's your take on this? You buy this or not?
I do agree with this, actually. Men do want bossy women secretly because they know that most of the time we are right. And so I've noticed in relationships, the general progression.
Do men really know that women are right?
Yes, they do. So in the beginning, they fight it, but as time goes on, you just see them kind of like be like, okay. When I'm like, okay, we should do this way. It should be done this way. It'll just be like eye rolling, but it'll get done my way because I'm right.
Sadly, we are out of time. On to our first break. All right, we're back from our first break. Issue number 3. They say you shouldn't judge by a book by its cover, but if she's hot, do you still love her? Researchers at the Hebrew University of Jerusalem, go whirling dervishes, have found that our perceptions of a person's personal virtues correlates with their physical attractiveness. Researchers wanted to know if observers would judge attractive women to be more agreeable, extroverted, conscientious, open to new experiences, and emotionally stable than less attractive women, aka the uggos. The women were then videotaped entering a room, walking around a table, looking at a camera, and reading a weather forecast, and then leaving the room. Each judge saw a videotape of a different woman chosen at random and evaluated the target's values and traits, and then her attractiveness, along with other physical attributes. I think we have some of the research footage here.
Uh-oh. This is a porn audition tape.
This is way too many clothes.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. Oh, but it was for dexterity. It was only tongue shots.
Yeah, that video goes on for like 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
Thank you for sparing us.
Yeah. Well,
And you know that because you watched the whole thing?
Oh yeah, and the director's asking to see it again. But you guys want to see it again, guys? Nah, I don't want. It's a ladies' panel. I'll be respectful. So if it was majority guys on the crew, play it again. Play it again. All right.
Which part do you like the best?
I don't know. Hey, Jenna. I know you might actually have a horse in this race or a dog in this fight. You agree or disagree?
I feel like Frankie in the last one. We were talking about something, and then some girl was, I don't know, dangling her tongue around, and golly.
People tend to attribute virtues if you're hotter or more physically attractive. Agree or
Yeah,
disagree?
it's sort of like rose-colored glasses, only the rose is on her face.
There you go.
So, I mean, yeah.
So you do that? Do you do that with attractive women, attribute virtues to them?
Oh, like if she's super hot, then
Yeah.
I'm like, she's fantastic.
Right.
Sure,
You
sure.
do? As opposed to thinking she's bitchy? Or like, I hate her?
No.
Okay.
Sometimes you might get distracted by how shiny she is.
I've watched too many episodes of Next Top Model. But anyway.
Okay.
Like there's competition between them.
Yeah, exactly. So you tend to buy this?
Yeah, sometimes people give people a pass when they look pretty.
All right. All right. So do you suffer from this in your life?
People giving me a pass or me giving other people a pass?
Attributing virtues to you that you do not have based on your looks.
I don't get out much. I haven't noticed.
All right, Teresa, as the resident hottie on this show, what's your take on this?
Well, this will sound extremely cheesy, but I wouldn't think people are nice people based on whether they're attractive. It's their smile. And that sounds extremely cheesy, but it's true. If someone has a nice smile, that's how I would determine whether I think they might be a nice person or not. Not necessarily if they dress well or have blonde hair.
So you can have like one eye
that's very cheesy, but it's
and
true.
a boil on your nose, but if your teeth are fine, you'll think that's a good person?
Well, no, but like, when people smile, you can... There's a Roald Dahl quote that goes something like, if somebody could have like wonky teeth and a bent nose, but if the smile on their face is lovely, then it makes all of them look beautiful. And I think that's very true. It's very cheesy, but I think that's true. So I don't really judge people based on like blonde hair or like if they have lots of acne, like, yeah. Sorry, very cheesy.
Cynthia, what?
Sweet.
International women intrigue.
Clearly, nobody here has worked enough with salespeople. Because we all know, come on, car salesmen, computer salesmen, they've got beautiful complexions. They dress really natty.
But aren't those mostly
the
men?
hair gel?
Oh, I've seen it with women and with men, and the smile is usually very oily.
Yeah,
but
slimy.
And
Yeah.
but they're all. I have to tell you, the sales and marketing people, they always smell and look the best.
And are they the best?
At what? It's selling?
Virtuous. As being virtuous people.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
Well,
Frankie?
Well, if that's interesting that we could reduce them to a social stereotype, and then if they screw up and we just think that they're not really like that, like Cynthia just said, we all know underneath are creeps. Well, then when they screw up, we would just say, oh, well, that's okay. We'll give them a pass because they're socially unacceptable anyway.
So, will that, since I'm out of time, I'll just throw this as something to think about. Would this explain why a lot of ugly girls have great personalities? They have to compensate? No, never mind. All right. Issue number 4. What do ladies say is their perfect day? A survey of 900 women published in the Journal of Economic Psychology, which, by the way, has great centerfolds, details what women would describe as an ideal day. According to the results, after 8 hours of sleep, the activity taking the most amount of time in an ideal day is having intimate relations with their partner at 106 minutes a day. That was followed by spending time on the computer, internet, and email at 98 minutes a day, socializing at 82, relaxing at 78, eating at 75, exercising at 68, talking on the phone at 57. This is getting really boring. Shopping at 56, cooking at 50, working at 36, working at 36. You got it right. And commuting at 33 minutes a day. Oddly, their least favorite activity? This.
Ability to parallel park?
I don't know.
Apparently.
I guess so. Or the little teeny car. Oh, come on. Pull out farther again.
Those guys weren't so damn lazy. They could pick up the car and put it in place.
So,
That was a Mentos commercial.
so hey, Cynthia, weren't you glad that the guys
really
on the crew were
a
able to help you
No,
park
the
your
guys
car at the
picked it up.
studio?
Yes, exactly.
So do these numbers sound right to you?
Oh, absolutely not. First of all, I think spending time with your partner, that's way too much, unless 105 of those 106 minutes is foreplay.
Oh, yeah, that was going to be my
Yeah,
question.
yeah,
Okay.
precisely,
Oh, okay.
precisely, yeah.
Wow, so 1 minute. Wow, that's all. Foreplay.
The foreplay's good, baby.
All right. Okay. Well, okay, that
See,
might...
I've shut you down, haven't
There
I?
you
Oh.
really have, but okay, but those numbers don't. So the 106 doesn't sound right unless 105 is foreplay. How about the other numbers?
Oh, well, Ashley, I'm not that personally. I'm not that into shopping or talking on the phone, but the working part seems just right. And if I think if actually if I calculated what I did during the day, 36 minutes is probably what I work.
Okay.
Yeah.
After all the meetings.
After all the meetings, right? Exactly.
Teresa, buying the numbers?
I was also going to comment on the 36 minutes of working. That sounds atrociously low, but at the same time, I mean, fairly accurate for some people at my office. That definitely does sound like what they do. And I don't know, we should probably add coffee runs at like maybe 65 minutes to my day.
Oh, okay. Yeah, anything on the list? Anything that
65
that
minutes of coffee runs.
Was there anything that was not on the list that surprised you that wasn't on the list?
Oh, I'm sorry, repeat that?
Anything that wasn't on that list that surprised you as not being there?
Do they have like sleeping on there?
Yeah, well, after 8 hours of sleep.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Then no. I mean, that sounds like a fairly typical day.
Okay. Because I assume, they don't put going to the bathroom as a perfect day, right?
Yeah, but it doesn't take us 2 hours to go to the bathroom.
Well, it depends on what you've eaten, right?
Still don't take me 2 hours to sit there and read the newspaper.
Or preferably not an ideal way. Substantial time on the can. For a guy, it's like 2 hours on the can, just catching up on your can. With your iPad now.
It's the only way you can get away from those women telling you what to do.
Jenna, you buying this?
36 minutes sounds pretty awesome if you could spend the rest of the time just having a blast. But I don't know.
Like
That
106 minutes?
If it's intimacy with your partner, then just having romantic times. Yeah, that sounds great.
That assumes it's the same partner, right? As opposed to 30 minutes out, new partner in.
Yeah, 20 minutes with one, 20 minutes with another. That'd be kind of hard to multitask.
Sorry, when you watch too much porn, stuff like that gets in your mind.
True that. True.
Yeah, Frankie,
What?
you buying these numbers?
I like. I would love the 36 minutes of work and getting paid for what but that's so unrealistic in my profession. So 106 minutes of partner time, was that it?
Intimate relations with your partner.
Yeah, no, I don't buy that at all.
All right. All right, even though this might not be your ideal day, sadly, we are out of time. We are on to our second break. Okay, welcome back from our second break. And we are now on to our fact-checking segment. And for that, we turn to Timothy Walton in our legal department. Hey, Timothy, how'd we do today?
Oh my goodness, you people are insane. I hardly know where to begin. First of all, the girl with the tongue cannot go 105 minutes.
8.
Where did you even get the idea that, okay, all right, anyway, let's go back to the beginning. Teresa, your boyfriend says he is the logical, rational one.
Oh.
He's not.
He also says that when he says he is thinking about nothing, he's really thinking about sex.
Okay, I'll buy that.
Or food.
Hopefully with Teresa, right?
Yeah.
The girl
Or
with
you-
the tongue.
Don't ask him.
And Frankie, you expressed the opinion that men actually do not have emotions.
I
No,
did.
you said that men do have emotions,
Yeah, they do
and you're
have
absolutely wrong.
Absolutely wrong. That I got no room to grow now.
Have you ever seen Jim express emotion?
No,
Depends on the emotion, right?
not in the last 5 seconds.
That's
Yeah.
what she said.
Cynthia, I have to call you on something that you said. I believe you stated as fact that sales and marketing people smell the best. In fact, sales and marketing people do not smell nearly as nice as fact-checking lawyers.
I stand corrected.
That's why he's in remote.
Oh, we need Scent TV now.
Or sent on Skype. That's probably the next upgrade.
Scratch and sniff, baby.
Japanese have that.
There you go. Japanese will develop it right after the cuddle.
That's right.
Done.
Cuddle.
It's an iPhone app now.
What else we got, Timothy?
I believe Teresa indicated that a nice smile surrounded by lots of acne would be an indication of an attractive soul. And
Okay.
I want to see what her boyfriend looks like now.
Hilarious.
He has a nice smile. That's all I'll say.
Hopefully that's not all she can say.
that's what she said.
And that's not tongue in cheek, right? No.
There was so much else that was going on that I actually could not keep up with all of the misstatements of fact and simultaneously research to determine how to explain the fact that you on the panel are all wrong, of course, especially about taking bad news, like the fact that you're all wrong.
What? What did you say? I forgot. Oh.
That's pretty crushing.
There you go.
You're not the boss of me.
I still don't remember what he just said.
I don't either. It was all legalese, baby.
Or as I would say, I think one of the candidates for president used that as one of their debate strategies. I forget which debate. I forget which candidate. But
Yeah.
That
What
is not
year?
true.
that was not just kind of just fib before the other guy can just blows their mind.
I'm sorry, I'm still thinking about the girl with the tongue.
That was really distracting.
I am too.
Super distracting.
I hope she's single.
Worse than the rhinoceros.
Not
I'm
for
sure
long.
she is.
You never know. All right, we got a minute left, Timothy. What do we got?
Well, Jim, once again, I have to take issue with these stories that you're choosing, particularly with regards to this particular panel. I mean, can you really expect rational discussion about a topic that is derogatory to the panelists themselves?
Are they derogatory to the panel? I didn't think they were derogatory. I thought they were actually kind of flattering. Now, the previous show, That's right, you missed the all-guy panel show. Oh, sad.
Sad.
Oh, yeah, we had more penis stories in that show than, well, maybe I should just leave it at that.
Then you could shake a stick at.
Then you can shake a stick.
Or shake.
She said stick. not something else, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, sadly, this is my this is the show where I demonstrate why I'm perpetually single, other than ISIS love. But what can you do? Hey, Timothy, we are out of time. Thank you very much for fact-checking and setting us straight. All right, and for all those who want to send weird comments or questions to us, we have contact at email, Twitter, and Facebook. It's right down here at the bottom of the panel. Thank you for watching the show. Thank you, everybody, for being on the show. Later!